Today we're going to talk about the affordability of living in Zeeland, Michigan. My name is Luke Bauman, team leader of Luke Bauman Real Estate Team. If you're considering buying or selling real estate in the West Michigan market, we'd love to help you out. Today we're going to talk about the affordability of living in Zeeland, Michigan. Now, Zeeland, Michigan is located about 10 minutes east of Holland and about 20 to 25 minutes west of Grand Rapids. We actually have a lot of people who move to Zeeland, Michigan, not only because of the schools, but also because of the convenient location. There's easy access to hop on the highways to get to Grand Rapids. There's a lot of shows and restaurants and different things to do there. Obviously, you got your jobs, but people want to get out of like the busyness, and Zeeland's really a nice town for that. And then being close to Holland with everything Holland has to offer and the beaches and everything. That's why a lot of people are moving to Zeeland. And I really want to dive into the affordability of Zeeland, Michigan right now. Now, the average sale price in Zeeland, Michigan right now is right around $339,000. You can see in this graph that's being pulled up. I went back to 2019, so really looking at a 4 to 5 year graph here. And right now the prices are up, one, because interest rates were so low and demand was so high. And you can see back in 2019, that's when it finally hit the average sale price of $250,000. And as interest rates stayed low, the price went up. So we kind of saw the peak of that in early 2022. And then we saw at the end of 2022, interest rates went really high and we had that drop in average sale price. But now because inventory is so low and Zeeland is such a demand, the average sale price is right around $339,000. Now when you compare Holland, Michigan average sale price right now is right around $270,000. And I think really what we're seeing with Zeeland is there's some affordable areas, but not quite what we see in the Holland market. Holland does have some lakefront properties that bring up the average, but there's a lot of properties that are in that low 200,000s. To get into that 200,000 price in Zeeland, there just isn't much out there. There's some condos on State Street, 55 and older community, that are going to be around that 150 to 180. But if you're looking for like that average price, really, if you want to be looking downtown Zeeland, where a lot of the homes are in that low 300,000 price point, there are certain pockets of Zeeland, Michigan, where the prices are going to be significantly higher. Central downtown Zeeland, you're going to be upwards into that 500,000. But a great place, being close to downtown, is that downtown Zeeland market. And you're going to be in that low 300,000s. Another real popular location is Stedtersboro. It's one of the top locations in all of Zeeland, and you're going to be in that low 300s, mid 300s, up into that 450 price range. And then when you get close to Zeeland High School, you're going to see some of those neighborhoods too that are going to be in that low 300, 350. There are some other neighborhoods like a Bluff Lake, Savannah Lakes, where you're going to be really pushing 450 up to 6. But there's a lot of affordable homes in that $300,000 price point. Now, when I talk about affordability, you really need to look at how West Michigan in general just compares to the rest of the country. And it's why a lot of people love moving to West Michigan, because we're pretty much spoiled with the lakes and the people who are here and all the activities that you can do, but it's not costing you like it is in some other markets. So this graph here shows some specific areas. Now, you do have some locations like the Philadelphia, parts of Chicago, which is a little surprising to me, because when I think Chicago, I think downtown, where all the homes are like 800,000 and above. But as you're getting into the national average, the national average is just over 400,000, and being in Zeeland, you're at 340,000. So nationally, we're less expensive to live than most parts of the country. And then from there, it just starts going up. Some of the popular cities, you got the Washington, D.C., which is going to be close to that 510, 525. Boston, and it keeps going up there. Boston is about 650. And then you have Seattle, which is just under 800,000. Then, obviously, when you get into California, you're in that $900,000 price point. So I just want to point that out, because the affordability of living in Zeeland for the standard kind of the 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home is going to be in that 300,000. The nice thing with Zeeland, you have, obviously you have condos, you have new construction, and then you have existing homes. Right now, to rent in Zeeland, rent has gone up quite substantially. Rent is going to put you right around that $1,500 to $1,800 a month for kind of that 3-bedroom, 1-bath, 3-bed, 2-bath home. We don't do a lot of stuff with rentals. Again, if you're looking to buy or sell, we're really the choice for that. But I really wanted to show you next, and this is going to kind of go back to a video that I did before, what you're getting when you live in Zeeland. I'm going to point out some of the things with downtown, with the hospitals, with the schools, and they're just going to play a couple clips from a video that I did a couple months ago. It is just a lovely downtown. You can see behind me is the field of Zeal with the pumpkin. We are in the middle of October and it is 80 degrees, so this splash pad should actually be open. It's open all summer, but it's just a reason to get your kids down here, get them out of the house. And then there's just lots to do down here. They obviously have banks. They want you to be spending money. They have the Zeeland Bakery, which is probably one of the more popular things downtown. They have a toy store. They have a drug store. They have salons, restaurants, bars, pretty much everything you want in a downtown. And it's not very big, which is also pretty nice. So it's not overly busy. They have a lot of activities and events throughout the year. They have the parades that come downtown. We're out at the Zeeland High School campus where you have both Zeeland East and Zeeland West. They are only separated by about 800 feet. You have about 6,000 students who go to school here. Back in 2005, it used to be just one high school, but because of the size and popularity of the school district, it became 2 schools, but they have some of the top of the line facilities. They have all the sports that you're looking for. These schools have won many state championships over the years. And I was actually talking with a teacher recently who works here, and they were saying how their goal in a lot of the meetings is to find out what can we do to make our students feel loved. And that really hit me because I think if your student feels loved, they're gonna feel accepted here, and they're just gonna do better, and their grades are gonna be better, and that's one of the reasons why this school is just so popular. Now I got clients who move into town who are kind of concerned about being in a small city. Is, what are the medical facilities are like? Do we have to drive far away? And no, being right in Zeeland, you can come right here. They have an urgent care. They have an emergency room. This has been around since 1921 as Zeeland Community Hospital. It's now owned by Corewell Health. I have many friends who've been born here. And it's just something that makes Zeeland great is you can just feel safe knowing that if there ever is an emergency or if you have to have your baby, it's right around the corner. You got the school districts, you got a great hospital. We didn't even get into like the sledding hills that are in Zeeland, Michigan, or the recreation department. But I just point that out because nationally we're at 400,000, above 400,000 average. Zeeland, Michigan sits at 340,000. It's a great place to live just based on the convenience of the location between Holland and Grand Rapids. And if you are considering buying or selling real estate in the Zeeland market or any of West Michigan, we'd love to hear from you. This is Luke Bauman team, and hopefully you like our videos. If you do, please comment, share, and sign up to get videos in the future.